Steph Curry, Paul George, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. All three of those guys have been able to double their scoring average from their first year as a starter. All three are now NBA superstars and elite scorers. So how can you do the same thing? What can you learn from these guys that can help you to double your scoring average too? Let's get into it. Increasing your scoring average isn't as difficult as you might think. While obviously it's important to improve your skills if you want to score more points, there are some things you can do right now that can help you to raise, even double your scoring average. The first thing you have to do if you want to increase your scoring average is understand what your goal is. If you want to score 20 points per game, that means you need to score 5 points per quarter. 5 points per quarter seems much more attainable than 20 points per game. And now that we've broken it down, we can figure out how to do that. 5 points. That's 2 layups and a free throw, or a 3-pointer and a layup. That's all. All you have to do is find a way to basically score twice per quarter. So how do we do that? Obviously, if you're the go-to guy on your team, getting a lot of scoring opportunities will be easy. But if you aren't that guy, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Maybe you come off the bench. That's fine too. What I'm going to explain next is something you can use to score more points as well. The best scorers in the world are known for their highlights. The deep threes, the crazy crossovers, and the and one dunks. But if you actually watch them play, the majority of their points are on easy shots, layups, open shots, etc. And that's how it's done. Easy points. The secret to scoring more points is to score more easy points. Simple, right? So how can you do this? Let's break it down. Making cuts, running in transition, and offensive rebounds. Those are your keys to being a great scorer. Basic fundamental plays, but if you commit to being good at them, you'll be able to score easily. Scoring off of cuts is all about moving without the ball, seeing an opening and cutting there, catching the defense off guard. It's one of the simplest plays in basketball, but can easily help you add an extra 4 points per game. Here's a tip. If you're ever on the wing and the ball handler dribbles towards you, back cut. A lot of times the defense is so focused on the ball that you'll get a wide open layup if your teammate sees you cut. Don't ever stand around doing nothing. Always be cutting and moving. That's what great scorers do. Let's get into probably the simplest way to score more points. Running in transition. When you're on defense and your team gets a rebound, try to be the first one down the floor. This will get you a lot of transition layup opportunities. It's simple. There's less defense on the other end of the floor in transition, which makes it easier for the offense to score. So if you make a point to try and beat everyone down the floor in transition, you'll likely have little to no defense to stop you. Here's the key. Focus on being the fastest guy to half court. Those first 3 steps you take should be as much effort as possible. A lot of times, you'll find yourself open down the floor if you do that. If your teammates are looking up like they're supposed to, they'll hit you and you'll get easy buckets. Scoring hack number 3, crash the offensive boards. Even if you're a guard, you can still get an extra 2 to 4 points per game just by crashing the offensive glass. A tip to remember here is that usually the ball will bounce long off the rim, meaning if your teammate shoots from the left corner, the rebound will probably bounce towards the right corner. So put yourself in a position to get offensive rebounds, and even if you only get 1 to 2 a game, that's 1 to 2 more offensive opportunities for you. If you get 2 more shots with each of those 3 tips, that's 6 more shots. That's potentially 12 more points, easily. And that's a conservative number. And those 3 things are all things you can do right now to drastically increase your scoring. But the last thing I'll say to you guys is this. If you really want to become an unstoppable scorer, get a go-to move and a counter move. And get 1 or 2 spots on the court that you're automatic from. Become really, really good at a move and its counter. Maybe that's a crossover and the counter is an in and out. It doesn't matter, but get a move that you become great at. Also, find a couple spots on the court that you're really comfortable from and know that you can score from. Whether that's the left corner or the right block or the left elbow, if you can get some go-to spots and find ways to get shots from there during games, you'll start scoring super easily. So there it is, guys, the step-by-step way to double your scoring average. Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe as well. Click that little black button on your screen for me to make it easy. I really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions or suggestions. And also, let me know what your goals are for this season. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.